deep inside the Bill Fralick Athletic Center at UHAS McGinley Stadium at Penn Hills High School. This is the Coach's Corner. Along with the head coach of the Penn Hills Indians, Neil Gordon, I'm Bill Navari. I should say the head coach of the Big East champion, Penn Hills Indians. Congratulations, Neil. It had to be a fun night Friday night beating Woodland Hills.
Yeah, it was. Conditions were deplorable, as you well know, but it was just fun to win the championship for a while. We've had some good records in the last 4 or 5 years, but it was either Central or Woodland Hills that took home the hardware. So it was nice to sneak in there and get the trophy for once.
Last season, there were a lot of question marks on the team coming into last season. You ended up the number 2 seed in the WPIAL playoffs. This year, even more questions on a very young team coming into the season. You win the conference, and again, the number 2 seed in the WPIAL playoffs. Really, I mean, you got to be a little surprised at the way these kids have turned out, but yet very happy at the way they've gelled.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Would have never dreamed in July and August that this would have happened. But the kids have, A, remained relatively healthy, and B, they've been good students of the game. In recent years, this is probably the team that has paid attention more and learned by their mistakes more and have repeated mistakes less often for a long time. So the kids that were sophomores and green in the beginning of the season are now almost juniors and very experienced. So according to plan, they've done what young, inexperienced kids needed to do, and they've gotten better week in and week out.
Opening week of the season, the Indians did not play at an open week. Looking back, was that something you think maybe have helped this team a little bit, not playing that week, or do you, looking back, maybe you think you might have wanted to play?
I think we wanted to play. The more times you get on the field in a game situation, the more mistakes you'll make and learn by those mistakes quicker, I think. You can talk all you want that, hey, if you do this, you're going to get burnt. If you do this, you're going to get burnt. But actually, until you actually go in there and do that and get burnt, then you learn your lesson. And our, not being under the fire of a real game in that first week, I think hurt us a little bit. But that's so long ago, it's not really a factor at this point anyway.
With the youth on the team and the question marks you had coming into the season, is there any one thing that you can look back on the season you think that maybe brought the team together, or one game where you think maybe the team played well enough where they believed in themselves and realized that they could play with anybody in Quad A?
Well, I don't think we really grew as a team against Bethel Park. We certainly grew up, I believe, against North Hills, that thrashing we took. From that point on, we did very, very well, and I think that's because we've had very good senior leadership this year, and a lot of those kids, Aaron Williams and Rash and Carlos and those kids, experienced heartbreak last year and saw it again at North Hills and really worked hard and kind of brought the rest of the team with them in hopes that we could avoid that again this year. So I think we kind of grew up in every phase of the game, whether it be leadership or work ethic or paying attention or staying healthy or whatever it was. But we've gotten better. We're a better football team now than we were 6-7 weeks ago for sure.
I mean, obviously it's never fun to travel and lose a game or be at home and lose a game. But looking back at that one game, do you think that maybe the loss was maybe a better thing that happened to this team, the fact that they went out and got their butts kicked, and it maybe was a little bit of a wake-up call?
I think so. Yeah, I really do. We got beat up pretty good at North Hills that night, and I think the kids worked hard to make sure it didn't happen again. Fortunately, it was in a game that, other than pride and overall record, was meaningless. But I think we learned a lot from that game and have benefited greatly from it.
Looking back and learning from a game, do you think these kids on this team that were on the team last year can look back to round 1 last year when you were the number 2 seed, you host Trinity, and once again you got your butt whooped?
I think the best thing that ever happened to this team this year was the loss at Plum against Trinity last year. We didn't have to say too much this week. Number 2 seed this year, we were a number 2 seed last year. Well, we're playing a number 15. Well, we played a number something teen last year. So, the parallels are certainly there, and there's enough kids hanging around here that remember that heartbreak that night. So, for the Chad Parkers and Barry Churches and Archie Donalds and Peanuts and all those kids that are gone, They're certainly not going to reap any benefit from that loss last year, and it was a heartbreaker for them, and they had to end their high school careers on that one. But for these kids here, it might have been the best thing that happened. We'll see.
Coming in tonight, walking through the weight room, Aaron Williams is wearing a blue T-shirt that says Trinity on it. And he was saying to these kids, you don't need motivation. We just need to be ready to play. Is that what you're talking about as far as these kids learning from what happened last year?
Yeah, I think so. Last week against Woodland Hills, you don't have to be a great motivator for that one. If the kids aren't getting up for that game, then they're not going to get up for a game. And this year, considering how fresh it is in our memories, we don't have to go back 6 years or 7 years and say, oh, you remember in 99 or 2000, this happened. It was last year, and most of them remember it. And like Aaron, Aaron had that Trinity shirt, and he's worn it quite a bit since that time till now. And here we are 1 year later in an exact same situation against another Trinity. So we'll see how we've grown and how we've learned. Good programs learn from mistakes. They're not mistake-free. They learn from mistakes.
The kids had stopped and asked me. They said, do you think that we're good enough to play with everybody? Do you think we belong there? And I told them, I said, the way these kids have played, that I think there's only one team out there that really can beat the Penn Hills Indians, and that's the Penn Hills Indians. And if they play their game, they can really, listen to the coaches, stay mistake-free. They really can play with anybody that's in the bracket.
I think they can. I think any of the playoffs, especially this year's bracket, strong so many ways. But, the teams that from this point on will make the fewer mistakes are all talented enough to win the game. Certainly there are some teams, Woodland Hills and St. Clair, and North Allegheny, there are some teams out there that are certainly loaded with talent, but that talent's not going to do them a lot of good, and they know it very well. They have to eliminate the mistakes. If Woodland Hills plays mistake-free football, that'll be pretty tough to beat. If St. Clair, NA, or even us play mistake-free football, we're going to be pretty tough to beat, but easier said than done.
You and I have been doing this for 13 years now, and looking back at all the good teams that the Penn Hills has had every year, I really think that looking at this Indians this year, this is probably maybe the most or one of the most well-rounded teams that I've seen as far as offensively, being able to throw, being able to run. Defensively, they've just been stellar. Am I looking too much into this team, or do you think they're as well-rounded as what they appear?
Well, I can say that this has been one of the most enjoyable years of coaching that I've had. I've had better years record-wise, but this will rank up there as one of the most enjoyable. So that's a tribute to the kids and the staff. But they've done their messing around like kids do at this age. But when it's time to get down and pay attention and do what you had to do, and have some character and have some discipline, they've done it. So there's not too much that we've asked that they haven't come through and done for us. So I just hope that they've learned a lesson from that, and they're going to continue to perform this way because it's been fun. I certainly don't want to leave them now. I'd like to hang around with them for a little bit.
Well, a lot of the fun has been from the seniors, and you got a couple more seniors here this week as we go around
we're bringing
the playoffs.
3 tonight. You mentioned to me, and again, it was an astute observation on your part. That the kids that you've interviewed this year have been really great kids and very well-spoken and just good kids, kids that we're proud of. And tonight is 3 more. The first one, Dorian Jaden Madden, is a defensive end and a tight end for us. And if you saw his work ethic on the field the last couple of years, you'd be impressed with this kid. He's the kind of person that if you're going to go out there and own your own business, you want to look for Dorian Madden to come there and work for you. He's just a great kid. He works real hard. He's talented. He's got good size, and he plays well on both sides of the ball. Doesn't have the greatest hands in the world at tight end, but he'll stick his nose in there, and like I said before, he'll do whatever you want him to do, and he's a great kid, and I hope that this senior year is something that he'll remember for a long time, too. The other one, Ron Sheard, is not a big-time player for us. He came out his junior and senior year. He's been here 2 years, but he's had a bad groin and all these injuries. These groins. He had a toe one time, and I'm sure I'm missing a few others. But all these things happen like the first week of camp or the second week of camp, and you get a pulled groin. It's going to take you 4 or 5 weeks, and you get a bum toe. That could be a season-ending type thing, but. he's been in and out of that training room more than he has in and out of the game. But again, a great kid, somebody that I hope this will be a memorable experience for him, and we're just so happy to have a class act like him around too. And then the third one's Mike Gooseby. Mike, if we're going to count the starters from last year's team, we can count them on this hand, that's for sure, and Gooseby's one of them. He was our left tackle last year, and we've used him on the offensive line and more on defense because of his quickness, but he's just a flat-out great football player. He's comfortably low in his stance. He's got great quickness off the ball. He's very strong. He's got decent size. And, if we're going to make any noise, if we have any kind of players that can play with the big timers, Gooseby's one of them. So three good kids, all three of whom I'm very proud that I've been associated with. And I think three kids that the school district is certainly proud of, and you'll enjoy interviewing tonight.
And I look forward to it. Good luck against Latrobe in round one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take a moment here because, as I mentioned before, we've been doing this for 13 years. These seniors were in kindergarten whenever we started doing these. So we're finishing a whole generation of Penn Hills kids this season. And for 13 seasons, I know this isn't in your contract to have to do this, but you take the time out every week to talk with us and do all those things with the students. And for 13 years, you've been nothing but a gentleman to us and have been very good to us. And I wanted to thank you for that. And I look forward to hopefully another 13 years together and a few more championships.
Well, thank you, Billy. I think you guys have done a great job in exposing the program, and nobody knows these kids. They know it's number this, number that, but giving them the opportunity to, I think, get in front of a camera and talk a little bit is a great education for them. Something that I think their parents cherish, but even more importantly, it gets out into the community, and the people in the community can see that, hey, these are normal, good kids here that are representing our school. So there's no downside to what we're doing here, and it wouldn't be possible without you guys. So I'll tip my hat to you for making this available to the kids.
Well, I thank you. And I know looking at these kids, a lot of times there's the bad press with athletes and things going on. But sincerely and seriously, these are a great bunch of kids, and the whole school district and the community should really be proud of this program and these kids.
Yeah, I think so too, Billy. I really do. I love these kids like they're my sons, and I just enjoy being with them. And when I say week in and week out that I'm extremely proud of this kid and this kid and this kid, I really am. They're good kids, and it's fun to go to war with them week in and week out.
Well, enough mush. Let's get ready to go beat Latrobe, and good luck, and hopefully we'll see you again next week looking into round two.
Well, I hope so. That would be great. Thank you.
Coming up next, our Seniors of the Week as the Coach's Corner continues here on the MSA Sports Network. Our Seniors of the Week, Ron Sheard, Dorian Jaden Madden, and Mike Gooseby of the 2006 Big East champion Penn Hills Indians. Ron, let's start off with you here. You want to talk about your role with the Indians, and what are your thoughts on this team, the way it came together and won the conference this year?
I think we did good. It was a pretty good game. They did what they had to do. I'm just, proud of the whole team. It's good how we can come together and just pull one out.
Now, looking back from last year, coming in this year, training camp, lost a lot of kids and a lot of young players come in. Did you guys really think that you had what it took to win the conference?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't never doubt yourself. You have to have full confidence in yourself that you can take it all the way. No doubt in yourself whatsoever.
As a senior, you helping make sure everyone's focused on this week and this week only?
Yeah, like I said before, just take one game at a time.
Okay, a lot of folks haven't forgot that blue and white team from last year, right?
No.
Dorian, we could talk football all we want, but you know what? One thing that a lot of folks might not know about you is that you are about to become an Eagle Scout with the Boy Scouts. And of all your accomplishments with football and everything else, that's got to be one of the things in your life that you have to be the most proud of.
Yeah, it's one big thing, one big step. I'm saying a lot of things. This is what helped me a lot. Say if I need to get to college and all that. If I write that on the college application, I'm for sure to get in a whole bunch of colleges that'll open up for me to see what I've done with my life.
Now, what I want to know, because obviously my sons they're in the same troop with you and everything, and they play football now, and I want to know how you've managed to juggle football and academics and all the things you've needed to do with the Boy Scouts to get where you are now?
Well, I mean, it takes long nights. I mean, I stay up sometimes till like 12 finishing up my homework, make sure I get it in. Sometimes I'll do it in study hall and all that. And then I'll have time, like probably on the weekends, I'll just like do a whole bunch of things I need to do for the Scouts.
Has there been any one person that's been the biggest influence on you?
I had to say my mom. She's always been there for me. She's done everything for me. Every time I need something, she's always there to help me out.
Very good. Okay. And congratulations on the Eagle Scout honor, too, as well. And I look forward to Honor Court.
Yeah, I look forward to that, too, getting my Eagle. And then it's all the way to college.
Mike Gooseby, we haven't forgot about you down there. It seems like when the Indians are on defense and there seems to be a big hit out there, I always seem to look down and there's number 77 coming up from the pile. You have to be enjoying yourself this season, and especially where the team's been playing, and you've been playing very well as well.
Well, I like to hit people. I think that's a big part of football. And the contact, that's what football's all about. That's what the fans want to come see. People get hit.
Now, starting off the way the Indians did this season, you had the win over Bethel Park, and then you got shellacked at North Hills. At that point, did you guys seriously think that you were going to win the conference this year and be the number 2 seed in the playoffs?
I think if we had been more focused, we wouldn't have lost to North Hills. And I think if we play them now, we'll win. I think we did deserve to win the conference championship. We played hard. We didn't make many mistakes, and I'm glad we came out on top.
Coach Gordon thinks that the loss may have been one of the best things that happened to you guys this season as far as a wake-up call. Do you agree?
I agree, because if we hadn't lost, maybe we would think we're unbeatable or just be too Superman-ish as if we can't get beat. But since we got that loss, we concentrated, focused, and executed what we had to do.
What can we expect from Mike Gooseby after you graduate from Penn Hills?
I'm hoping to get into a college for football, get my grades right. Football is really what I want to do, but if I don't make it there, I'm smart. I'll find something else to do.
Dorian, what are your plans for after graduation?
I want to go to a college, say maybe a black college down south, but first I need to get my priorities straight. But then, yeah, I want to go to college.
What do you want to study?
I want to study in sports medicine. Be one of those guys like Alan Tink.
Well, you can come back and you can be the new Tink.
Yeah, I like that.
Ron, what can we expect from you after graduation, and what are your plans?
I plan to go to college too. For what? Still not sure. I still need to get my grades right though. That's the best thing to do for me right now.
Well, I mean, there's no pressure on what you want. I mean, I'm 42 and I don't know what I want to do yet. So I mean, you can just relax, and I mean, it's just a matter of maybe just getting in and then finding your way.
Yeah, just find something I like to do and just stick with it and work hard at it. Making my career. And just hopefully whatever it is, it makes a lot of money.
What are you going to remember most about your days here?
Oh, I remember everything, all the good, the bad. I'm definitely take like everything back. Wherever I'm going, to definitely take it with me.
Okay, well, best of luck to you, and best of luck in the WPIAL playoffs. Our seniors of the week, Ron Sheard, Dorian Jaden Madden, and Mike Gooseby of the 2006 Big East Conference champions. Coming up next, it's round 1 of the WPIAL playoffs. The Penn Hills Indians and the Latrobe Wildcats, and it's coming your way next here on the MSA Sports Network. From UHAS McGinley High School in Penn Hills, Pennsylvania, tonight, the Penn Hills Indians play host to the Latrobe Wildcats in round 1 of the 2006 WPIAL Quad A playoffs. A very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Bill Navari. Great to have you along. The Penn Hills Indians 7-1 coming into tonight's contest. Champions of the Big East Conference by way of their victory last week against the Woodland Hills Wolverines. 3-0 in overtime. Mike Delaquilla, the field goal in overtime, to win it for the Indians. They are 7-1. The Latrobe Wildcats come into the contest tonight 3-6, finishing 4th place in the Quad West, or excuse me, the Quad South. The Indians will be kicking off to start tonight's contest. Mike Delaquilla will tee it up at the 40-yard line. The Wildcats will be moving left to right, black helmets, white shirts, and orange pants. The Indians, a la Florida State. The gold helmets with the spear and feathers, the red jerseys, and the gold helmets. Delaquilla's kick Bounces at the 25, will be picked up at the 18-yard line. Coming to the near side, the Latrobe Wildcats. Brent Heckel getting run out of bounds by Andre Freeman at the 28-yard line, and that's where Latrobe will get things started. Latrobe Wildcats, victories this season. Opening night victory, a shutout against Derry. They also beat Connellsville and Hempfield last week. They beat Hempfield last week to get into the playoffs. And when the Latrobe Wildcats have lost, they've lost big. Latrobe will come out in the shotgun formation. Quarterback, Robert Weber. Weber, wide receiver screen to the right side, bobbled, and the pass incomplete. Eric Taylor coming up to make the play. And it'll bring up a second down for the Wildcats. The Wildcats really nothing to lose. By rights, they're coming in tonight as the number 15 seed. By rights, they should be number 16, as the Plum Mustangs did get in the playoffs. By way of Erie McDowell being ineligible. And Weber will throw again. Right side has a man. The pass complete. It's a pickup of 3 yards on the play. Falling at the 25-yard line is Ryan Kissel. But the Wildcats will be looking at a 3rd and long. And no huddle for Latrobe. Weber again from the shotgun. Roll near side looking downfield. Freeman has the coverage and the pass a bit far. And it's incomplete. The pass was intended for Nick Soros. And with that, the Latrobe Wildcats will have to bring on the punting unit. And the Indians will get the opportunity with the football for the first time tonight. Clock will stop with 11:20 to go. Here in the opening period, we are scoreless. Carlos Scott back at his own 35-yard line. And the Indians will play for the return. High snap, but Latrobe gets it down. End over end kick. Scott will watch it bounce at the 40. We'll pick it up at the 36-yard line. Has a lot of room to the near side if he can get there. Cuts it back, and we'll go down at the 45-yard line. 11:08 to go. First period, we're scoreless. Penn Hills Latrobe, round 1 of the WPIAL playoffs on the MSA Sports Network. Fulton brings the Indians up. Twins right. Single receiver to the near side is Brandon Carter. It'll be a toss. Darby looking for some room on the right side. And Latrobe does a nice job to come up and make the tackle. Brent Heckel will drop Darby after maybe a half-yard pickup. We'll give him a pickup of a yard on the play. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Indians. Latrobe, in its 3 victories this season, have given up a total of 7 points. 2 shutouts and a 7-point victory last week. Fulton play action will throw, looking downfield, and the pass too far for Carlos Scott. There's double coverage on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Indians. As I said, 2 shutouts for the Latrobe defense this season. They shut out Derry 23-0. And Latrobe 19-0. Then they beat Hempfield 21-7. So the 3 victories, only 7 points allowed. But in their losses, they've given up 49, 56, 35, 42, 35, and 35. 42-point game average. 46-point game when they lose. Aaron Williams, first carry of the night, up the middle, spins across the 50. Carries Wildcats ahead. He'll be short of the first down. Needed 9, got 8. And the Indians will be looking at a 4th and a yard. And Neil Gordon will leave the Indian offense on. 4th and 1, clock rolling under 10 minutes to go here in the opening period. Sipe will be in front of Williams. Twins to the right. Carter to the near side is the lone receiver this way. And it'll be Aaron Williams into the pile. Runs over Latrobe Wildcat. Will get the first down. Needed 1, got 4. Ran right over Michael Ellis. And the Indians get to move the sticks. Indians with a first down now at the Latrobe 42. And Darby, they're going to fake it to him. Inside handoff to Aaron Williams, who loses the football. And the Wildcats fall on it at the 35-yard line. The ball sat there. Nobody knew it was there. And the Indians turn the ball over to the Latrobe. They will get it at their own 35-yard line. Decent field position for Latrobe. The ball popped out, and it just sat there at a couple of people's feet. Nobody knew the ball was on the ground. Finally, somebody on Latrobe fell on it. I couldn't see who it was, but Latrobe clearly dove on the ball. And the Wildcats have the ball. Giving Aaron Williams a pick up a 5 on the play, and then the fumble. Weber from the shotgun. Inside handoff, and the Indians are right there. Mike Gooseby comes up to make the tackle. No gain on the play for David Duhame. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. So no gain on the play. Again from the shotgun, Weaver rolling this way. Has a man under pressure, and he throws it away wisely. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. It was Gooseby on the pursuit. Excuse me, it was Herbie Hart. Herbie Hart with the pressure, and the pass incomplete. And 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Again, Weber. Shuffle pass. And Latrobe will be short of the first down. Ryan Kissel with the carry. On a 3rd and 10, Kissel picks up 9. And it'll be 4th and a yard. Ball will be at the 34-yard line. And looks like Latrobe will call timeout and talk it over. 8:04 to go, first period. We're scoreless. Penn Hills Latrobe on the MSA Sports Network. After talking it over, Latrobe decides to bring on the punting unit. And they will set up as if they are going to punt. Does not necessarily mean they will. Brent Heckel back at his own 31-yard line. Gets the snap. Does get the kick away. Line drive, Carlos Scott catches it at the 32-yard line. Up the gut, Carlos Scott in Latrobe territory at the 46-yard line. So Scott with another nice return. The Indians have it in Latrobe territory at the 46. The Indians began their first drive at the 45 before fumbling at the Latrobe 35. So now the Indians, I think, want to come out and try to make a statement here on this drive. Williams is behind Sipe in the eye. Carlos Scott is in the slot. Watch him coming this way on a possible end around. And there it is. Carlos Scott has a lot of room. One man to beat, and coming up to make a nice play to bring down Carlos Scott is Brent Heckel. He gets by Heckel, does Carlos Scott. He's got a long way to go. Instead, it's just a pickup of 4 for Carlos, and the Indians with a 2nd down and 6. Got to give Brent Heckel a lot of credit on that play for Latrobe. Came a long way and got under Scott's feet and made the play. Otherwise, Carlos Scott would probably be running into Kings about now. Rash will come to be the end on the near side. Brandon Carter drops back. He's the end I formation. Watch Carlos Scott at the top of your screen. Possible wide receiver screen. They're giving him a lot of room. There it goes. Carlos Scott, and the pass is almost picked off, and it is picked off. Pass was a bit overthrown, and the Latrobe Wildcats pick off the Indians at the 23-yard line. Second turnover of the game for the Indians. And Latrobe gets the ball once again. Oh, my. So now Latrobe with another opportunity. It's Nick Soros coming to the near side, splitting. In the slot is Kissel. And straight ahead, Duhame. Picks up about 2 on the play. And it'll be second down and 8 for the Wildcats. So the Indians not starting the way they'd really like to. Turnovers on their first 2 possessions. Kind of the way they started last week at Woodland Hills. Indians' first 2 possessions were fumble and an interception. Clock rolling under 6.5 to go here, opening period. Winner of this game take on the winner of the Shaler Gateway game, going on tonight in Shaler. I think if you're looking at a dark horse in the playoffs, I think it's the Shaler Titans. So even if the Indians can get by this game, they'll have their hands full, I think, with Shaler if they can get by Gateway. Pass near side, high, caught, across the 30, short of the first down is Nick Soros. Oh, about a yard short. Give it a pick up a 7 on the play. Third, nah, let's pick up a 6. Pick up a 6, 3rd and 2. Ryan Sipe came up to make the tackle. 3rd and a long yard. And Weber keeps it himself. We'll have the first down at the 35-yard line. Nice surge, picks up 3. And the Latrobe Wildcats get their first down of the game. I think the Indians have to be careful. The longer they let the Latrobe Wildcats hang in this game, the more dangerous a team they're going to become. Sorius at the top of your screen, but they're going to keep it on the ground. Duhame spun in the backfield, gets away from the first man, but not away from Aaron Williams. There's Joe Rash with the initial hit. Loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second down and 12. I think the Indian defense really needs to come up and get them 3 and out here on this first down possession. Got to get the ball back and get something going. Right now, the Indian offense. 7 plays, a fumble, and an interception. Weber again from the shotgun. And he'll throw. Here come the Indians. Under pressure, throws underneath the pass, complete. Aaron Williams with the tackle at the 33. It's like no gain on the play. So the pass complete for no gain. So we'll call it 3rd and 13. Clock now under 4 minutes and running here in the opening period. Still scoreless. Penn Hills and Latrobe. Weber has a man in motion coming to the near side and inside handoff. Nothing doing there. Oh my, David Duhame just ran into a wall of Penn Hills Indians. He'll lose 2 yards and it'll be 4th and 15. Holy mackerel. Mike Gooseby be credited with the tackle for the Indians, and Penn Hills will get the ball back. Clock at 3:15 and running. And Carlos Scott back about his own 41-yard line. A couple nice nifty punt returns so far. Has 2 opportunities. Keep giving him the opportunity, and he may break one. This takes a Penn Hills bounce as it hits at the 48. Will go in Latrobe territory, out of bounds. That looks like the 47-yard line. 2:56 to go here, first quarter. Penn Hills, Latrobe, scoreless. Round one of the WPIAL playoffs on the MSA Sports Network. Power eye behind Fulton. And it'll be Aaron Williams. Hit as he gets the football. Maybe a yard on the play. Latrobe playing some inspired defense. Aaron Williams, 785 yards rushing on the season, a 6.43 yard per carry average. 8 touchdowns for the Indians. And the Indians go with the no huddle. Fulton to pass a bit high for Carlos Scott. 3rd down and 9 for the Indians. It just looks out of sync so far. Fulton will go to the sideline and get the play. Indians went with the no huddle on the last one. I think a penalty against the Indians declined. So it'll be 3rd and 8. So Aaron Williams had a pickup of 2 on his carry. Indians go with the twin slots. Williams, the lone setback. Fulton will throw, looks downfield, and a pass too far for sight. Tommy just not there with his passes early, and it's a 4th down. However, there's a flag on the near side. Let's check the call. Illegal motion against the Indians. The penalty will be declined. It'll bring up a 4th down. And the Indians will bring on the punting unit with 2:24 to go in the first quarter. So Joe Coyle will drop back to kick for the first time. The Indians 3 possessions, a fumble, an interception, and now a punt. They go 3 and out. Indians haven't faked a punt yet this year. Carlos Scott at his own 50. Coyle gets the snap, gets a nice booming end over end kick away. Will roll inside the 10, inside the 5. Indians will down it at the 3-yard line. 2:13 to go, first quarter, scoreless. Penn Hills Latrobe on the MSA Sports Network. From the shotgun, Weber will keep it himself, gets himself out to the 5-yard line. Pickup of 2. Nice play call. Is there a penalty on the flag? They're going to mark him at the 4-yard line for pickup of 1. A bench warning for the Latrobe Wildcats. Saying, back off, Jack. Of course, when they do that, they usually go tell the other side of the field as well, just to make it fair. So gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 from the 4-yard line are the Latrobe Wildcats. And thank you to Beth Strauss for the wonderful ham barbecue sandwiches in the booth tonight. Weber comes up under center. Duhame from his own end zone. 2 men come in motion to the near side. Toss, and there's a fumble in the end zone. It's going to be a safety. Oh, they're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. He fell on the ball in the end zone. And they're going to put him at the 1-inch line. Oh. You know, his knees were down at the goal line, but the ball was in the end zone. Oh, my. Boy, did Latrobe get away with one there. So Latrobe, a gift from the officials on that one. Clock rolling under a minute. Third down from the 1-inch line. Weber will probably try to keep it himself. And I think the Indians jumped off sides. False start against Latrobe. All right, well, how far back do you mark this one? Okay, how much of a penalty yard did you mark on this one there, Justin? from the 1-inch line to where? The nose of the football is right at the goal line. Weber keeps it himself. Did he get out? I think he did. No gain on the play. And still, Latrobe got away with a safety there. Mark Menzietti with the tackle for the Indians, and Latrobe will have to punt once again, this time from their own end zone, deep in their own end zone. Usually the punter's back about 15 yards. Bren Heckel back at his own end line. He'll have to be careful not to step on that white line when he gets the snap. Otherwise, he's out of the end zone. High snap. Heckel gets the kick away, and it goes out of bounds. The Indians should have this inside the 20-yard line. They're going to have it at the 17. Oh, boy. And that'll do it for quarter number one. After one period of play, we're scoreless. Penn Hills Latrobe on the MSA Sports Network. Indians first down from the 18-yard line. First play of quarter number two. This following the punt. Williams bobbles the handoff, and he loses the football, and Latrobe falls on it at the 6. So one play into the second quarter. Indians' third turnover of the half. The Wildcats have it at the 7-yard line. I'm at a loss. Shades of Trinity all over again. Weber will throw under pressure, and he's hit. This shuffle pass, and they're going to roll it incomplete. Weber was in the end zone, almost another safety. But he shuffled past it, and it fell incomplete. Wow. Now it's second down and 10, still from the 7-yard line. Latrobe definitely needs to be careful not to turn the ball over here. Indians had a first down at the 17-yard line. First play, they fumble. Weber under center. Duhame behind him. It'll be Duhame. And he'll pick up about 3 yards coming up to make the tackle. The Indians' Eric Broward. 3-yard pickup. And it'll be third down and 7. Ball out at the 10-yard line. Clock under 11 and a half to go here in the first half. Twins right. Single receiver to the near side. Duhame, the lone setback behind Weber. Heckel will come in motion. It'll be Duhame. And he'll be short of the first down. We'll get out to about the 12-yard line. Mason. Danny Mason with the tackle for the Indians. Give it a 3-yard pickup. And it'll be fourth down and 4. And Heckel will have to kick. Last punt was at the end line. This one from his goal line. Carlos Scott at his 40. High snap. Here come the Indians. Kick away. Carlos Scott. Fair catch called for at the 40 wisely, and the Indians will take over there. See if they can get something going. 10:19 to go first half. Still scoreless. Penn Hills and Latrobe on the MSA Sports Network. Twins to the near side. Wilds and Scott. Aaron Williams in the slot. Chris Darby will get the carry. Tries to go left. And after a pickup of about 2, will go down. Cameron Zitelli, the tackle for the Latrobe Wildcats. And it'll be 2nd down and 8. Maybe the cold having a little something to do with what's going on here tonight. That's all I can surmise. But the Indians definitely not helping themselves. 4 possessions, a fumble, an interception, a punt, and a fumble. Fumbled inside the red zone. Fulton fakes the end around, looks downfield, throws underneath, has a man inside to 30, 25, 20. There goes Sipe inside the 15, carries Wildcats down to about the 10-yard line. He'll go out of bounds at the 11. 28 yards for Ryan Sipe. And it'll be 1st down, Indians at the 11-yard line. Indians faked the end around. Fulton rolled to the near side. He had Sipe as the safety valve underneath. And when Sipe got it, that was the yards after catch. It's about an 8-yard pass, 20 yards after the catch. And the Indians with a 1st down at the 11. Wilds and Scott again near side. Darby is deep behind Blakeman. And it'll be Darby inside the 10. Close to the 5-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle on the play. Michael Ellis of Latrobe. But not until Darby gets to, they're going to mark him at the 6. A pickup of 5. The Indians can get a 1st down here. Get the ball inside the 1. They would get a fresh set. It's 2nd and 5 from the 6. Clock at 9 minutes and running here in a scoreless first half, if you can believe it. Brandon Carter splits left. Again, Wilds and Scott to the near side. Sipe now in front of Darby. And it'll be Darby again. Darby this time to the 5, a pickup of 1. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 5-yard line. Deepest penetration of the night for the Indians. They had the ball at the 17. And then they fumbled on their first play. Latrobe recovered at the 7. Again, Sipe is in front of Darby. Scott near side, Taylor the end this way. There goes Scott in motion. Fulton will roll, throws, has Sipe, touchdown Penn Hills! Tommy Fulton got rid of it just as he could. And Ryan Sipe, the touchdown and the 1st down for those of you keeping score at home, gets into the end zone for the Indians, their 1st score of the night. Sipe's 8th reception of the season, his 2nd touchdown receiving, 2nd touchdown overall. So the Indians go 40 yards in 5 plays. Mike Delaquila to try the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:09 to go, first half. It's now Penn Hills 7, Latrobe nothing on the MSA Sports Network. Delaquila sets it up at the 40-yard line. Kicking off for the 2nd time. And Heckel's at the 24-yard line, has a bit of a lane and gets across the 40 to the 41. And the Wildcats will start there. That was the Mighty Joe getting the tee. And Mason with the tackle for the Indians. Latrobe start again at the 41-yard line. Challenge for the first time tonight, 7-0. Now we'll see how Latrobe responds after falling behind. And Weber's going to throw under pressure, and he's sacked. They're going to give him the 35-yard line. Dan Mason et al. And they're going to give him the 35-yard line. Loss of 6 on the play. Oh, they'll mark him to 34. Loss of 7. Boy, one official stands at the 35 and another puts it at the 34. You just never know. Weber from the shotgun. Trying to set up the screen. There it is. And being brought down from behind. The ball's on the field and Indians recovered at the 39. Mike Gooseby came up to make the tackle from behind, and Eric Broward fell on it. They set up the screen. Gooseby turned around, pursued Brent Heckel, stripped the ball on him from behind, and the Indians have it at the 40-yard line. First turnover of the game for Latrobe. Comes at a good time for the Indians. They're up by 7. And let's see if Fulton goes for it all here. Nope. Darby, left side, has some room. Darby will have a first down inside the 25, down to the 24. 16 yards for Chris Darby. And an Indian first down. Again, the Indians 3 turnovers in the first half. Latrobe, that's their first turnover. The fumble gives the Indians the ball at the 40-yard line. Now at the 24 are the Indians. Clock running at 6:45 to go first half. The Indians are up by 7. Aaron Williams is in the slot. Toss near side. Indians look like they're going to maybe think about going end around. And Latrobe was there. And Darby will be dropped back at the 29-yard line. A loss of 5. Indians will be looking at a 2nd and 15. Indians may be trying to get a little too cute for their own good. Clock running, approaching 6 minutes to go. And Penn Hills 7, Latrobe nothing. Darby and Cyper split behind Fulton. Fulton will throw, straight drop, looks. Brandon Carter down the sideline. Carter catches, no he doesn't. Is the pass intercepted? Yes it is. At the 3-yard line. Brian Kissel with the interception. 4th turnover of the half. Bad news for the Wildcats, they have it at the 3-yard line. Second time they've began a possession inside the 5. This one will be, where are they going to mark it? At the 2. Ball's at the 2-yard line. The officials are going to check somebody's chin strap. So an unbelievable 4 turnovers in the half for the Indians. Not the way you win championships. Duhame into the pile. They're going to give him the 1-yard line, loss of 1. And it'll be 2nd down. And 11. Ian Goldston making the tackle for the Indians. Amongst the rest of the defensive line. Look, Chip and Dale on the track on the near side. There's a timeout by Latrobe. 5:02 to go first half. Indians up by 7 on the MSA Sports Network. Latrobe from inside their own 2. Toss, Duhame. He's in his own end zone. Gets out of it. And he'll get some breathing room out to about the 3-yard line. Mason with the tackle for the Indians, along with Joe Rash. And we'll call it 3rd and 8. So Latrobe, the former home of Rolling Rock Beer, but still the home of Arnold Palmer. Weber, fortunate not to get called with a procedure penalty, throws one downfield, has a man wide open at the 30, first down. Latrobe at the 37-yard line. Brent Heckel was wide open, 34 yards on the reception. First down, Latrobe. From out of their own end zone, they're now up to the Indian 37. Now going to give them to 36. No, it is 37. $36, 37, whatever it takes. Weber audibles at the line from the shotgun. 5 receivers. Unbalanced line at only one lineman on the right side. Weber will run as he's flushed out of the pocket. Does a nice job to pick up a yard. And Danny Mason with the tackle. Not until Weber picks up the yard. And it's 2nd down and 9. Clock approaching 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Indians up 7-0. Who would have thunk? Weber with Duhame to his side, and there goes Duhame on the delay, and he fumbles again! And Weber falls on it at the 38-yard line. Eric Broward's credited with the tackle. Weber was down as he fell on the football. And Latrobe fortunate there not to commit their second turnover. The Indians with 4. Wow. Eccles in motion to the near side. Williams with the pressure. Weber gets the pass away, and it's caught. Teddy Blakeman looked like he may have had it, but Latrobe catches it at the 49-yard line, making the reception Nick Soris. 10 yards on the reception and a first down for Latrobe. Oh, my. Clock now under 2 minutes. Latrobe, I think this might be their best field position so far the half. Weber looks like he's trying to set up the throwback screen. Indians flush him out, throwing underneath, and the pass is caught by Cerise at the 49-yard line. They're going to give him 2 yards. The officials say, or excuse me, the coaches say he should have had a couple more. I think he probably should have. Maybe down to about the 46, 47-yard line on a comebacker, but officials mark him at the 49 for the 2-yard pickup. Clock rolling under 90 seconds to go in the first half. Penn Hill's up by merely 7. The Indians do get the ball to start the second half. Weber, low snap. Looks to his right, throws underneath, and the pass is complete. Soris had his knee down at the 40-yard line. It'll be good enough for a first down. I'll give him a pickup of 9. And the clock will stop while the officials move the sticks with 1:11. Latrobe with 2 timeouts left. The Indians with 3. Weber coming near side to pass a bit far. Trying to go for Cerise. DJ Wilds on the coverage. Clock will stop with 57 seconds. Second down for Latrobe. Latrobe has a good place kicker in Aldo Pompasini. I used to play hockey with his dad. Weber throws near side to pass, batted in the air. Broward with the tip, and it's a third down for Latrobe. .52 seconds remaining here in the half. Ryan Goodman to Weber's right. Weber looks, hit as he throws the football. The flag comes in. Is it Joe Rash? It's a holding call against Latrobe. Pass is incomplete. I think if you're the Indians, you probably decline it. It brings up the fourth down. I think the Indians are going to take it. Flags at the 50-yard line. I'll mark them back to the 40. And it would be a 4th and 30. Or 3rd and 30. Yeah, the Indians will indeed scratch the play, take the penalty. So it's actually a 20-yard penalty. So instead of 4th and 10, it's 3rd and 30. Wow, when it's marked at the spot like that, that can be a very punitive penalty. Weber, inside handoff. On a draw play, running room inside the 40. Inside the 45, down to the 40. Aaron Williams with the tackle, but not until Brian Kernicki picks up 20 yards. Got the penalty yards back. He was almost tripped up in his own backfield, was able to stay on his feet and rumble ahead for 20 yards. Now the Wildcats with a 4th and 10. Clock running at 15 seconds. And I think the Wildcats will call timeout at about 10 seconds. I think let it run down to maybe try one play. That's what they'll do. Timeout with 4 seconds to go. So it's going to be too far for a field goal, obviously. Well, I don't know if they're going to try a 57-yard field goal. But they're going to let Weber try to crank it up. So in the first half, the Indians a fumble, an interception, a punt, a fumble, a touchdown, and an interception. That's the way it's gone here for the Indians. Now the question is, does Weber have that kind of arm? Get the ball that far downfield. Send 3 receivers to the near side. Eye on 82. Weber under pressure. He's hit and he's sacked back at the 50-yard line. That'll do it for the half. A loss of 8 on the play on the sack. And the half will mercifully come to an end. After one half of play, it's Penn Hill 7, Latrobe nothing on the MSA Sports Network. Second half action about to get underway here at UHAS McGinley Stadium. The Indians up by 7. And Teddy Blakeman on the return for the Indians. We'll cut across the 40, the 50. Blakeman in a foot race. Nice return. Goes down at the Latrobe 40-yard line. Good way for the Indians to start the second half. I think they want to start it in a much different way than they did the first half. The Indians 4 turnovers in that first half. 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Aaron Williams with 6 carries, 21 yards, 2 fumbles. Tommy Fulton, 2 of 7, 33 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. The Indians only up 7-0 over the Latrobe Wildcats. The Indians big favorites tonight, the number 2 seed. Fulton will throw underneath. Carlos Scott will have a first down. Fumbles the football at the 20-yard line, picked up by Latrobe, and they have it at the 22. Oh, my. So the Indians pretty much start off the same way. Indians the number 2 seed. Latrobe number 15. You recall last year the Indians were number 2, lost to number 15 Trinity in the opening game. The Indians are pretty much about where they were last year right now. 5th turnover of the game. Carlos Scott with the reception and the first down. Movement on the line for the Latrobe Wildcats, nothing called. Pass thrown, complete underneath. Heckles will have a first down for Latrobe. Flags come in, a late hit. They're going to call Andre Freeman. So it's a 16-yard pickup and a first down, and then a 15-yard penalty on top of it and another first down. So the ball out to the Indian 43. Turns out to be 31 yards. They're going to mark it back to the 47 and giving the Latrobe Wildcats an extra 5. Weber from the shotgun. To his left is David Duhame. And it'll be Duhame on the inside handoff, and the Indians are there. Joe Rash with the tackle along with Mike Gooseby. Maybe a yard. Second down and 9. Clock under 11 minutes and running here in the third quarter. The Indians had a great opportunity. Nice kick return out to the Latrobe 40-yard line. First play, Carlos Scott, after 20 yards, fumbles as he's hit. Turnover number 5. Weber to throw. Under pressure, Rash hit, and it's picked off by Eric Taylor. Taylor up the sideline at the 30. One man to beat at the 20. Gets away. Touchdown, Eric Taylor. Eric Taylor from 50 yards gets the Indians on the board here in the second half. Touchdown coming with 10:26 to go here in the third quarter. Eric Taylor. Latrobe's second turnover resulting in 6 points for the Indians. Mike Delaquila to try the point after. The hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:26 to go, third quarter. Penn Hills 14. Latrobe nothing on the MSA Sports Network. The Indians needed a shot in the arm so desperately here in this game. Eric Taylor just gave it to him with a great effort. Fought off the receiver for the football at the 50-yard line. Broke a couple of tackles, was in a foot race. Finally, at about the 20-yard line or so, broke free, and then it was all she wrote. 50 yards out, Eric Taylor on the interception. And the Indians now up 14. That is just what the doctor ordered. Delaquila, short kick at the 32-yard line. And out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Eric Schaefer of the Latrobe Wildcats. So Chris Perry, the tackle for the Indians, a pair of number 6s. And Latrobe will have it at their own 36-yard line. Another bright spot for the Indians tonight. Eric Mastriano dressing for tonight's game, wearing number 38. Just a few weeks after having knee surgery. And he's out there kicking. Actually, you may see him on a kickoff or two tonight. Straight fumble on the play, picked up by the Indians. Aaron Williams at the 27. Touchdown, Penn Hills. It was a direct snap to Brent Heckel. He was hit, fumbled, picked up by Aaron Williams, and it's another touchdown for the Indians. Delaquila will come on to try the point after. Delaquila's kick, line drive, right on through. Going to give Aaron Williams, I think, a 21-yard fumble return for a touchdown. The Indians now up 21-0 over Latrobe. So Latrobe, 2 straight plays, 14 points for the Indians. Indians 2 touchdowns in 14 seconds. How about them apples? So the Indians, after the turnover early, score 2 defensive touchdowns in the span of 14 seconds. And the Indians break this one open. So Mike Delaquila will set it up at the 40-yard line. Delaquila's kick, high but short, taken at the 28-yard line. And Heckel, who had the fumble, returns it out across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Chris Perry again with the tackle. And Latrobe seems to be playing better when their defense is on the field. And likewise, when our defense is out. However, our defense has scored twice. To Haim, into the line. Indians are there, will close quickly. Eric Taylor, among others, with the tackle. So Eric Broward. Gain of 1. So the day seems a little brighter now that the Indians have scored 2 quick touchdowns. Heckel in motion to the near side. Weber will roll, looks, throws one downfield and throws it out of bounds, almost into the kicking net. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Weber looked like for a moment he might have had some room to run. But the Indians closed quickly, and he threw the ball away. I don't think he meant to put that anywhere where somebody was going to kick it. Or catch it, excuse me. So the clock will stop with 9:14 to go here, quarter number 3. The Indians up 21-0. Setting up the screen, and the ball is tipped. It was intended for a Heckel. Eric Broward coming up to make the hit, separating Heckel from the football, and it'll bring up a 4th down for Latrobe. Good news for Latrobe on this drive, 3 and out, 1 yard. The Indians did not score a touchdown. Carlos Scott will be back just inside his own 30-yard line. High snap. Heckel gets the kick away. Line drive bounces at the 36 and will die about the 34. 8:58 to go, 3rd quarter. Penn Hills 21, Latrobe nothing on the MSA Sports Network. Fulton will throw again. Rolls to his right, throws underneath the pass complete. Aaron Williams will have a 1st down. Up the sideline, goes out of bounds. And they're going to mark him at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 14 on the pass play. And a 1st down for the Indians. I think at this point you're looking to try to get the confidence back into Aaron Williams, back into Tommy Fulton, back into this Indian offense. Carlos Scott with the fumble. Aaron Williams with a couple of fumbles. Tommy Fulton, 2 interceptions tonight. Now with a little bit of comfortable breathing room, it looks like the Indians are going to try to get things moving here a little bit. The pass intended for Eric Taylor. Short and incomplete. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Only the 2nd possession of the half for the Indians. In fact, this is only their 3rd play. Throwback screen. And a pass hit a lineman. That should be a flag. There's nobody over that way, it looked like. Looked like the pass hit Ken Airgood, which really should have been a penalty. Indians 14 points in this quarter. They've run 4 plays, all passing, 2 complete, 2 incomplete. Williams on the draw. Will get across the 45, cuts back to the near side. Aaron Williams will have a 1st down. Aaron Williams breaks some tackles inside the 20, inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Aaron Williams, the 33-yard run. And the Indians with a 1st and goal. That play should have been stopped at about 5 yards. That was all Aaron Williams. What an effort. And the Indians 1st and goal at the 5. 37 yards on the pickup for Aaron Williams. 47. Yeah, it is. I just work here. Down to the 1. Goes the Indians' Teddy Blakeman. 4 yards on that carry. Just checking. Okay, Justin. 4 yards? Okay. Officially 4. So Aaron Williams was 4. That was a 47-yarder? Fumbled, snapped. Did Fulton fall on it? From the look of it, he did. Loss of 1 for Tommy. So 3rd and goal from the 2. Power eye behind Fulton. Brandon Carter near side. Carlos Scott way out all by himself. It'll be a toss to Blakeman. And Teddy Blakeman into the end zone for an Indian touchdown. Teddy Blakeman, the 2-yard run. And the Indians extend the lead. Delaquilla, the hero from last week, on to try the point after. If Delaquilla makes this extra point, he will score more points this week than he did last. And the kick is up and through. 6:46 to go. 3rd quarter. Penn Hills 28. Latrobe nothing on the MSA Sports Network. Seven plays, 66 yards for the Indians. They extend the lead to 28-0. Delaquilla with the kick inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And to the 26 go the Latrobe Wildcats. One of Penn Hill's finest in attendance tonight. Got to say hello to Patrolman Darren Hill. Latrobe trips to the near side. DeHame drops back beside Weber. 5-man line for Latrobe. They try to run behind it, and DeHame picks up a couple. I'm going to bring up 2nd down. Indians had 4 turnovers in the first half. They came out on their first play here in the second half following the opening kickoff. On a pass play, the Indians fumbled for turnover number 5. 4 plays later, Eric Taylor returns an interception 50 yards for a touchdown. The following Latrobe play, Aaron Williams, a 21-yard fumble return. Indians up 21-0 following a 3-and-out by Latrobe. The Indians on the 66-yard drive, capped by the 2-yard run by Teddy Blakeman. That's where we stand, 28-0 here in quarter number 3. Weber, wide receiver screen, near side, the pass is complete. Breaking 2 tackles and diving ahead out to about the 29-yard line is Brent Heckel. And covered about 2 yards. Aaron Williams with the tackle. It's 3rd and 7. Again, 2 men in motion coming to the near side. See big number 474, Paul Simkovich. He's on his way to Michigan State. Shuffle pass inside. Nice play. They'll have a first down to the Latrobe Wildcats. Ryan Kissel. Haven't heard from him for a while. Needed 7. Got 9. That's a first down. Andy Sebastian on the PA system tonight, coming over from Plum. Doing a fine job filling in for Danny Miller. On the blitz are the Indians, and Weber is sacked. Ken Braswell with the sack at the 30-yard line. Loss of 7 on the play. Second down, 17 now for the Latrobe Wildcats. It looks like the Indian defense is now starting to tee off. Got the 4-touchdown lead. Kind of a sparse crowd on hand tonight. A bit chilly. Not a lot of folks coming out from Latrobe. And a lot of the Penn Hills faithful saying we'll wait till next week. Duhame on the inside handoff. Oh, coming up to make the stick. Teddy Blakeman, who had the Indian touchdown. A flag on the play. I guess one's going to go against Latrobe, but will the Indians take it? Legal motion. I think they'll probably take the play. They do. No gain. It's 3rd and 17. Indians will take on the winner of Shaler Gateway. I didn't hear a score on that one, but I'm guessing Shaler's winning. The Indians take on the winner of Shaler Gateway. Gateway's winning. Wow. So I would think that we'll probably, if Gateway holds on, my guess is we'll be at Plum next week. Of course, knowing the WPIAL, we might be at like North Allegheny or Indiana.
With us, we'll probably go to Erie.
Weber from the shotgun. Looking down the side, has a man open, and the pass too high. Oh, my, that was 6 points. Ryan Kissel was open. And that's a 4th down for Latrobe with 3:08 to go here in the quarter. Pat Rowe, we're out of Plum next week. You think you can make that one? I don't know. That'll be my guess. Penn Hills Gateway. Why don't they put us to Plum? Seems to make sense. Oh, yeah, definitely Friday. Hecko will punt. And it's partially blocked. And coming up with the catch was Brandon Carter. Brandon Carter caught it, was hit. The ball fumbled, and the Indians recovered at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. I didn't see who came up with the fumble recovery, but it was Brandon Carter with the reception and then the fumble. Indians' second fumble of the half. Indians able to hold on to this one. Indians need to try to go in for the kill. It's Aaron Williams going in motion to the slot on the right, and Fulton will throw. Will roll to his right. Looks downfield high, and the pass incomplete. It was intended for Carlos Scott. And it's 2nd down and 10. Gateway holds on. That's an upset. I always thought Shaler was like dark horse for the playoffs, but who knows? Now, if you remember when Penn Hills and Gateway played last time, it was Gateway just handed the game over to the Indians with the turnovers. Don't expect something like that next week. Timeout on the field, 2:51 to go, 3rd quarter, 28-0 Penn Hills on the MSA Sports Network. Following the timeout, the Indians looking at a 2nd down and 10. 2:51 to go here in the third. The Indians already 3 touchdowns this quarter. Trying to break it open. Brandon Carter on the wide receiver screen slips and will go down for no gain. Just couldn't get the footing, could Brandon Carter. And the latest score we got was 24-7 Gateway. Scott, end around, tries to find a lane and does. Will be short of the first down. Gets to the 36-yard line. On a pickup of 7. And it'll be 4th down and 3. And I think the Indians will indeed go for it. Fulton, play action, throws underneath, has a man. Eric Taylor will have a first down. Carries Latrobe Wildcats inside the 20. And will go out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Mark him at the 11. 25 yards on the pass play. And it'll be first down Indians at the 11-yard line. Looking back at the Gateway game, the first half, a Gateway fumble led to a Ryan Sipe touchdown. Gateway fumbled the kickoff, and the Indians scored. Then following that one, John Garrett had a 52-yard interception return. The Indians scored. It's 20-0. It's 28-7 at the half. So Gateway handed the Indians that one on a platter. Darby tries to find some room, cuts it back, loses the football. And it's still on the field, and Latrobe has it inside the 5. Turnover number 6 for the Indians tonight. However, Latrobe has it inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Indians sometimes need to know when to go down. Keeping it on the ground, going nowhere. There's Latrobe's David Duhame. No gain. It's 2nd down and 10. Clock rolling under a minute here in quarter number 3. Indians 2 defensive touchdowns here in the quarter, and Teddy Blakeman a 2-yard run. Indians fumbling again. Time inside the 5. They turned the ball over, I think, 2 or 3 times inside the 5-yard line. Once at the 7. Clock running, approaching 30 seconds. Weber under center. He'll throw, looking, he's hit as he throws the ball, and it's intercepted by Blakeman. Touchdown, Penn Hills! Teddy Blakeman, 8-yard interception return. And the Indians score for the 4th time here in quarter number 3. 3rd defensive touchdown for the Indians. It's a flag at the 4-yard line. Flag at the 4 is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call. The Indians celebrating. Well, they should know better than that. Weber was hit as he threw the football. The ball came to Teddy Blakeman at the 8-yard line, and he went right in.
Oh, hello.
So they mark this on the extra point. Back to the 17-yard, 18-yard line, 15-yard penalty. So Delaquila will try what in essence is a 35-yard field goal, which this point is important. If the Indians got to get this point, we're going to get a running clock the rest of the way through. And they shoot the fire. Carlos Scott's going to take it himself. And the conversion fails. 17 seconds to go here, third quarter. Penn Hills 34, Latrobe nothing on the MSA Sports Network. Indians came into the half leading 7-0, 4 touchdowns here in the quarter, 3 defensive. And the Indians are up 34-0. And Latrobe will return this out to the 26-yard line. 8 seconds remain in the half. Brent Heckel with the return. Stephon Thompson with the tackle for the Indians. And the Mighty Joe with the tee retrieving. So this should be the final play of the third quarter. Indians fail on the conversion, so we do not have the running clock as of yet. Weber, throwback. That will be a lateral. Heckel. So Heckel with the 5-yard reception, and that'll do it for quarter number 3. After 3, Penn Hills 34, Latrobe nothing on the MSA Sports Network. Latrobe to start quarter number 4. On the dive play, Duhame nothing doing. Aaron Williams with the tackle for the Indians. And it'll be 3rd and 4. And a flag on the play. 5-yard face mask. We'll give Latrobe a first down. Trips come to the near side. Weber again throws it back. And Heckel catches it and goes down quickly, making the tackle. The Indians' Brandon Iffel. And that'll be a loss on the play, I do believe. And it will. Loss of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15. You know, had Penn Hills gotten that safety there in the first quarter, which they should have, be a running clock. And go home a little quicker. Weber hit as he throws the football and a pass incomplete. Host of Indians there, Freeman, Williams. And Mr. Everywhere, Eric Broward tonight. It'll be 3rd down and 15. So our final visit to Uhas McGinley this season. From here on out, it's all neutral sites. They keep it on the ground. Do Latrobe. Brian Kernicki. No gain. And it's 4th down. Clock running, going under 10.5. And will we see some clean jerseys coming out here? I think we'll see some clean jerseys. I think he's going to keep that first team out there until they get it right. High snap. A line drive kick. Makes a nice bounce. Goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. 10:05 to go here in the game. The Indians up by 34. Round one of the WPIAL playoffs here on the MSA Sports Network. And Sipe is in front of Williams. Eric Taylor, the end of the near side. Here comes Carlos Scott. They fake the end around. There goes Aaron Williams. Latrobe was there waiting for it, but Williams with the stiff arm and the nice run. First down, Penn Hills up the sideline. Aaron Williams, a flag comes in at the 43-yard lines. Williams goes out of bounds at the 44. Looks like going to mark it at a 20-yard pickup. Going to call holding. Against who? Following the 10-yard penalty. It's still a first down. So what do? You credit Williams with what, 10 yards? 20? 10-yard penalty? First down, Big Red. It's like Blakeman deep in the eye, and it'll be Sipe up the middle. Hey, diddle. Sipe loses the football. And Latrobe has it at the 49. Holy cow. 7th turnover of the game for the Indians. Jeff for Sipe on the pickup. 5. Sipe, who had the Indians' opening touchdown. Latrobe has it again. 7 turnovers. And the Indians still up by 34. Third, this has 3 fumbles. The Indians have scored 3 defensive touchdowns. Otherwise, this would be a different ball game. 2 interceptions and a fumble return. Come the Indians on the blitz. Weber with the screen. The Indians are still there. And it'll be no gain. Freeman on the tackle for the Indians. And no gain. The ball's still at the 50-yard line. It's a loss of about half a yard. But officially, no gain. Again from the shotgun is Weber. Come the Indians. Nice pocket. And nice catch by Soris at the 25. Wow. The throw was high. Soris went up and got it. Came down with it at the 25. That's a first down for Latrobe. 25-yard pickup. I do believe Latrobe's biggest gain of the game. Biggest play of the game. That a bigger one? 34-yarder. There, that's right. Justin Stevens is the king. A clock running at 8:35. Kernicki. No gain. Second down and 10. Latrobe trying to avoid the shutout. We're shut out by North Allegheny in week 2 of the season. 49-0. Weber looks right, throws that way, and the pass out of bounds. Heckel was there. Like Jamel Rankin on the coverage. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Weber looking near side, down the sideline, and a pass too high. Eric Broward was on the coverage. The pass was incomplete, a bit high. And that brings up a 4th down for Latrobe. Ryan Kissel, the intended receiver. That's a 4th down. 7:43 to go. Weber from the shotgun. Looks, throws over the middle, has a man, and a pass too high. Oh, he was there too. That was Ryan Kissel, the pass incomplete. Latrobe turns it over on downs, and the Indians get it at the 24-yard line with 7:37 to go here in the 4th quarter. That's Nick Boobin in at quarterback for the Indians. And keeping it on the ground, that's LaVon Robinson. And Robinson gets out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. 2 yards for LaVon. Dom Walker will split to the near side. Top of your screen, Willie Moore and Brandon Iffel. And the Indians keep it on the ground. There goes LaVon Robinson trying to get to the outside. Turns across the 30 to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 3. Stays in bounds. The clock continues to run. And the Indians will be looking at a 3rd and 5. And the Indians are in no hurry. Why should they be? Iffel comes to the near side. High formation behind Boobin. And it'll be Robinson, and Robinson will get a yard. Needed 5, got 1. The Indians will be looking at a 4th down. Clock will roll under 6 minutes. And the Indians keeping the offense on. And Boobin comes in with the play. And the Indians lose the football again. It doesn't matter who recovers because Latrobe has it either way. No gain on the play. Latrobe recovers the fumble, but it's a 4th down anyway, and they have it with 5:17. Ball at the 33-yard line. Robinson actually gained a yard. You wouldn't call that a turnover, would you? It is a fumble. So 8th turnover of the game. Weber to throw. Hit as he throws, and the pass incomplete. Indians 4 turnovers in the first half, 4 turnovers here in the second half. Yet somehow they're still up 34-0. Clock stops with 5:12 to go. And there's a timeout on the field. 5:12 to go, fourth quarter. 34-0 Penn Hills on the MSA Sports Network. Following the injury timeout, here we go. Near side, Heckel. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Will be short of a first down. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 8 for Heckel. Now it'll be 3rd down and 2. Terrell Washington with the tackle for the Indians. Trips to Weber's right. That's the way he looks. He throws. Pass complete to Heckel, who'll have a first down. And we'll go down at the 20-yard line. Tackle on the play, Willie Moore of the Indians. But not until Heckel picks up the first down at the 20-yard line, a gain of 5. So the officials set the sticks, and the clock begins to run again. We are at 4:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Weber throws right side to nobody. It's intended for Heckel. Miscommunication on the pass pattern, and it's incomplete. Good luck tomorrow to the Penn Hills Midget Indians and the Penn Hills Bantams. Championship games. Both teams will be playing McKeesport Little Tigers at McKeesport for the Midget Football Championships. Second down for Latrobe, 3:54 to go here in the third. Heckel, end around, here he comes. And he's brought down by Kenny Braswell, loss of 1. And it'll be 3rd down and 11. And I really think that heater needs to come right back where it was. Weber again from the shotgun, trying to set up the screen. No looks, throws underneath. Pass complete to Heckel. Will be thrown out of bounds at the 11-yard line after a 10-yard pickup. Will be a yard short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1. Clock stops with 3:10 to go. That'll be 4th and 1. So the Indians survive to play another week. Thanks, Justin. And it looks like the Wildcats do have a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play for Brian Kernicki. And 1st and goal, Latrobe at the Indian 9. Clock rolling under 3 minutes to go. Latrobe still has the first team in. The Indians have the second team. And then some. Weber to throw, pass into the end zone, touchdown Latrobe. Soris with the touchdown. Terrell Washington fell down on the coverage. So there goes the shutout with 2:48 to go. And Latrobe will try the point after. Aldo Pompasini with the extra point try, and a flag comes in. False start against Latrobe will mark 5 yards back. Pompasini, that one would have been good from about 40. And he kicked it wide. So the kick fails. 2:48 to go. Penn Hills 34. Latrobe 6 on the MSA Sports Network. Latrobe looking like they want to set up the onside kick. And there it goes. And Indians fall on it. Latrobe ran right by it. It was right there. Nobody touched it. The ball had gone to 10 yards. Flying through for the recovery, John Wyke. And we're going to mark it. Mark it right at the midfield stripe at the 50-yard line. So 2:47 remains. Toss, near side. Stephon Thompson with the carry. Picks up 3. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. Booming under center. That'll be Thompson again. Thompson loses the football, and Latrobe has it. 9th turnover of the game. And the question is, what is the record for most turnovers in a game and you still win? Gave Thompson 3 yards and then the fumble. Boy, and that unsportsmanlike penalty on the last Indian touchdown is huge. Because we're still here. Weber hit as he throws and the pass overthrown. Heckel, the intended receiver. And the clock will stop with 1:50. We could have been home in bed. I mean, not together, but, like sleeping. 36 pass attempts. How many complete? 17. That's for Latrobe. That's why it's 3:15 in the morning. Score 34-6 Penn Hills. 1:51 to go. Again from the shotgun. Quarterback keeper, near side. Up the sideline. There he goes. First down for Robert Weber. 21 yards. And a first down for Latrobe. Making the tackle, Terrell Blakeman. The senior Blakeman. Latrobe has a first down at the 36. Clock approaching 90 seconds and running. Weber underneath, Sands throws, a pass batted. Was intended for Heckel. Looked like getting the hand in was John Wyke. And the pass incomplete, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Oh, somebody's still here. It's the band. Once again, a fine job done by the Penn Hills band this season. Weber throws right side. Cerise hauls it in at the 36. Tries to find some room to run and does. Finally spun out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 13. First down for Latrobe. Clock will stop with 1:08 to go. Cerise again, near side. Has the 20, the 15, and pushed out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Dante Brown with the tackle. Pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Now under a minute. We are at 59 seconds. Weber to throw again. Looks, flushed out of the pocket, throws underneath, and the pass out of bounds. Pass was in at the 5-yard line, but nothing doing there. Brandon Iffel on the coverage. And the pass was intended to Cerise. It'll be 3rd and a yard. And Indian cheerleaders making some noise. Low snap, Weber hauls it in, looks to his right. Steps that way, flushed out of the pocket, throws towards the end zone, and batted down. Brandon Iffel going up and hit it down. Excuse me, that wasn't Iffel, that was Chris Perry. Chris Perry bats it away. It's 4th down and 1 with 43 seconds to go. So the Indians will be in action next week. Did we get a final on the Gateway game yet? Weber keeps himself down to the 10-yard line. Quarterback sneak gets 4 yards. 1st and goal. Latrobe, 38 seconds. As soon as they set the ball, the clock will start the run. Weber looks right, throws underneath in the pass. Behind. Was that Cerise in the end zone, or I think it was Ryan Kissel? So 27 seconds now remain with the clock stopped. And it's 2nd down and goal for Latrobe. The season will end tonight. Weber throws underneath and the pass almost intercepted. Ken Braswell almost came up with it. That'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Weber throws again, the pass incomplete. Now 4th down and goal. 17 seconds remain. Weber Sacked back at the 17-yard line, and the Indians will have it there. And that'll do it for the game, it should be. Indians will simply come out and take a knee. Now they're going to let the clock run down. Now they're going to stop it with 7 seconds. Let's take a break here, save some tape. Indians 34, Latrobe 6 on the MSA Sports Network. Lubin will take the knee. And that'll do it. Your final score, Penn Hills 34, Latrobe 6 here in round 1 of the WPIAL playoffs. Indians only led 7-0 at the half, 4 turnovers in the first half for the Indians. Ryan Sipes, the only touchdown for Penn Hills. But in the second half, the Indians came out. Nice return. The Indians fumbled, and then it was all Penn Hills after that. Indians 3 defensive touchdowns in the third quarter. Teddy Blakeman had 2 touchdowns, a 2-yard run and the interception return. Eric Taylor, an interception return. Aaron Williams, a fumble return. And Indians were up 34-0. Latrobe scored a late touchdown, make it 34-6. Indians 9 turnovers in the game. Can't do that when they take on Gateway next week in round 2 of the WPIAL playoffs. Once again, your final score as we wrap up the season here at Uhas McGinley Stadium. The Penn Hills Indians 34, the Latrobe Wildcats 6. We'll see you next week for round 2 of the WPIAL playoffs. I'm Bill Navari. Thank you for watching Penn Hills Indians football here on the MSA Sports Network.